a star that lights the road. I'll take this ride and just drive. I wanna be the only one to make it to the light. I'll take it to the edge where I lived 1,000 lives. But maybe I could be the one right into the setting sun tonight. Just
Welcome to the Italian Grand Prix. Dave Sancaro has a pole position, Don Verdell alongside Ultra P3. Rest lines up 4th for this race from A.G.E and Blade Sonic. Then we've got Jensen Olsen, Raphael Ferrari, Ramo, Sebastian Capo, UK Ball, Carlos Eduardo, Akari Sato, Takuma Horn, Daniel Headley, William Silla, Nicholas Howard, Lamfong and Smack CB. As you know, it's Monza. Positions don't even matter here. It's all about survival. These are getting on the front, 500 lights. And we're on the way to start the Italian Grand Prix. And it's been a bad start for Ultra, surprisingly. Not a good start compared to what he's having this season. He's going to have way better starts. Verdell in the first corner will have an advantage of the inside line. He's going to go for the middle of Sergio. The two make contact there. Verdell gets warnings for track limits. Sergio will keep pulling away to try and maintain the lead this race. Ultra though gets it. He gets the lead there for an incredible move. An unexpected one, in fact. Versteel going to try and go for the move on David Sergio into the next corner. Ultra's getting through that bit. Fine, but Versteel has hit the wall there. He's mostly fine. However, he has got a little bit of front wing damage. The other driver being careful through that section. Clearly nervous about what could happen to them. Ultra once again leading a Grand Prix and looking to extend his World Championship advantage that he has over P2, who I forgot who it was, but he's trying to extend that advantage nonetheless. Dave Sergio finished second of Ultra, doing well, and while has a warning to his name in P9 right now, trying to stay ahead of Ramo, but he can't. He drops down to 10th place, and the Ferrari is officially ahead on the leaderboard. Down the inside at the Parabolico, Cameron going for the move, but can't get that move done. As the drivers head down the straight, Dave Sergio losing time on Ultra despite having a little bit of slipstream. Well, that's a bit of a shock to me, to be honest. As through turns 1 and 2, it's been clean for these drivers, which is exactly what you want to see. But the deadly chicane is coming up very soon, and that's where we're going to be looking at now. Ultra heading into that chicane as the race leader. Will he even come out of it as race leader? The answer is yes. Dave Sergio narrowly avoiding the wall. Same thing, never mind, he's hit the wall there. He's have to be careful as green flag's back on the track. The yellows have came back in. Dynamo has a penalty, and he's hit the wall as well. Not good, but I'm surprised we've had no crashes yet. Like Steerers will have took drivers out of races. We've not had any of them yet. Dave Sergio closing in that capital row. The two are so close to each other as they're kicking up grass at the Ascari chicane. They are pushing it a lot, and if they keep pushing like this, they could end up crashing, whether it's into each other or into a wall, as they have pulled out a massive 5 seconds in the Verdell. Obviously, crashing was a part of the reason why he's so far back. But even then, these guys on pure pace are absolutely rapid. Dave Sergio, fastest lap of this race, pulling over to the inside line into turn 1, sending it massively, going off the track, and he's been overtaken once again as his championship rival moves through the lead again in this race. It was an audacious attempt. It was an incredible attempt, but unfortunately, unexpectedly, it didn't work out. And now through turn 4 and 5, Ultra hit the wall! Oh, no, he's hit the wall. Dave Sergio has also hit the wall, but he does move through to lead this race to Verdell. Oh wait, never mind about that, because the AlphaTauri of A.G.E has had an incident. He's completely pirouetted around there as the drivers getting through, but Matthew Hart, is out of the race. Oh, Amatilla getting caught there. He's been hit. More cars getting involved as it's just constant teetering up at the corner. Palomino was the wrong way around there. He still is. Is he going to be the right way around, or is he going to be out this race? He could well be out, as the Aston Martin is struggling, and he is out. So the virtual safety car will probably be extended due to that incident. But yeah, David Ricciardo finally out in the lead of the race, but he's got damage, and that damage could be very crucial. It could cost him the whole race, in fact, because less downforce, you only need a lot of downforce for that corner, and as you can see right there, he's got lack of it. He's lacking that downforce which he needs, but on the restart, it's been not good for any of those guys. Dominic Toretto, on the other hand, has had a mega restart, and he tries to get ahead of Ultra, but both Ultra and Sergio peel off into the pits, and De Benedetto becomes a new race leader, and McLaren leader 1-2, and also flying by there, rapid pace down there. Like might want to go for a move on De Benedetto, but he's not going to. It's best off to play it safe when you're here in Italy, as anything can happen. As Blade moving up into second place ahead of De Benedetto, he came on 3 warnings track limits. Jensen Olsen heading into turn 4 and 5, and he is going to lead this race still. That's going to be his hopes at least, and McLaren, and he gets through without damage, but Blade has hit the wall there, and the place goes to De Benedetto as Vano now in 4th position, drives getting held up here at turn 4 and 5, but now they're starting to go back full speed at this chicane. Lam Fong coming around the corner, but he's hit the wall there, as it's a narrow miss there for the Mercedes of Davis Moghtasarov. She's got the name wrong 2 times there. Jensen also now leading by 7.3 seconds, as everyone else has got held up further back and also have damage. Ferrari, 8.6 seconds off of the leader. He can try and make a move on Eduardo. He's going to pull over to the inside line. He's going for that move. He's going to be, can't advance any further. Blade pulls over, and through goes Ferrari up into second place. Finally unleashed from the rest of these guys. He's a rare case of one who doesn't really have any visual damage. He does have damage though on 95%. So 5% of his car is damaged, and that is hard tyres going on for De Benedetto. Soft tyres on for Blade Sonic, who's going for a quick stint. And UK gets penalty not for track limits, but for causing a collision. With an interesting one there, is heading into the corner. Jensen Olsen is going to try and get through safely, but he doesn't. He's hit the wall there, spinning around 360 degrees. But he seems to be stuck there right now. That could be very, very bad as Ferrari comes through, and he does not hit him somehow. Impressive reaction time there from Ferrari as he avoids the contact, which looked unavoidable at first. Props him there. That was absolutely mega. As now Ferrari's trying to go for the move, but he does get the move with a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision. That's not good for the forward driver, as many drivers piling down the straight. Virtual safety car as out of the race goes Taco Van Horn to mark the 3rd retirement today, and there is his car. Oh, that's a crash from quite a distance away there, as you can see. Virtual safety car deployed here on lap 5 out of 13 in the Italian Grand Prix. Drivers like Ferrari could try and use a pit stop, however, it's uncertain whether the VSC will even last until then, as the drivers head around Parabolica. The VSC is coming in, which means the drivers are going to be back to full throttle here into Parabolica, and it's going green now. It's been an awful restart there for Ferrari, holding up everyone. He's acting like it's a safety car restart here, as Ocamo gets ahead of Olsen. So many drivers diving in all at once. What is this? Pit lane battles? Well, if you want one, here's a major one. Absolutely fantastic what we're seeing. But Ultra and Sergio once again find themselves fighting for position. Ultra is forced off the track there, and that there is a 5-second penalty for him, in fact. Not what I expected, but those yellows out there. Oh, into the wall. Goes steering handling. His steering is broken, and that will be him out the race. As into turn 4 and 5, James Eric looking to survive. What lyrics those were. As in sector 1, 5-second penalty for Ahmed Silla. I don't know what's happened there. Oh, it's Carsaro. He's got grass on the tyres. The Sauber in P3 at the moment as well. Front wing damage, 5-second penalty, worn tyres. He's going to have to come to the pits for soon. Otherwise, he is going to end up in a really bad state of this Grand Prix. He could end up being out, you know, if it doesn't get them tyres changed. Ultra under 3 warnings for track limits now with the Red Bull alongside the McLaren and Cabo ahead of Olsen, as them softs just way better than the hards. and he is flying in that Red Bull. This is amazing pace from the Filipino driver as he got that Mercedes right ahead. Eduardo looking for a move on Sir, going towards the inside and through the Scottish chicane ahead of the Opel. That Mercedes sees himself now up in the 8th position. UK will picking up yet another penalty in this race. Ultra trying to get close to Serracera, but he's being careful. Serracera will be trying to push as clear from the exit. Serracera's done way better. Carousel is now into the pits. And heading in towards turn 4 and 5, Stevie Henley, who I thought would be out of this race, has managed to get himself out of the grass. Impressive from him there, as through these corners, Ultra being careful. Very careful, in fact. Look at that, he's lost a lot of time, but he's not taking any risks. A little glitch outside there. The leader and winner of the Belgian Grand Prix has had an incident and he's hit the wall. Bravo just trying to keep his place. That's going to be hard to do. When he got, somebody goes, oh! Huge crash there. Carlos Eduardo involved as well, as you can very clearly see. And so, Ocampo reversing onto the track and Bravo hits him. Jeez. Oh my god, that's 4 retirements out of this race. BSC's coming to an end and Carlos Eduardo is out. As he goes right up in the air, we begin another lap of this race as we're going to be heading on to lap 8. And it's been a good restart of that VSC for Ultra. Dave Serracera has had an alright start, but still worse than Ultra Bros. And we're now on to lap 8. These two fighting out in the World Championship, but Campbell gets a penalty there. 10 seconds now he's got. He's have to be extremely careful. Thierry Hadley heading into turn 4 and 5 is doing the first one to reach that bit. Yes, he is in last though, as he gets through safely. But what about Serracera and Ultra Bro? Because these guys significant in the championship battle. It'll mean a lot if any of them actually crash out. It'll change the course of the championship. For the good or for the worse, depends on how you view it. As Cable has picked up a warning. The man that was surviving the chicane versus Theo hitting the wall in the Red Bull. And that's also a 5-second penalty added onto his name, which I see. Livery doing a solid job in P5 right now. Didn't expect the Opel to be up there, but they are, so well done to the Opel for that. As you can see, Revo has got damage to his Ferrari, front wing damage affecting him. Sector 2, Makari Sato, previously in 3rd position, down 16th now, and he has got damage to his car. Meanwhile, Serracera is still leading the way. He's controlling this race perfectly. However, the tyres are wearing out, and when you're getting so close to the end of the race, you don't want to pit. You want to just risk it all. But in these guys, in this case, the top 2, it is just so worth it for them to pit. Whether it be this lap or next lap, I feel like it's just worth it if they pit. Because the chances towards the end of the race on worn tyres that you would crash turn 4 and 5 is massive. And firstly, he's not taking any risks. He's coming in the pits after 4 laps on his tyre. He is planning to move on to a soft for 5 laps. That doesn't exactly make any sense, but oh well. Red Bull are taking a massive gamble then. As Mada once again getting through that corner nicely. Livery in P4 now after Versio has made his pit stop. And yeah, Versio came out in a solid 16th position. I'm saying that because carnage could happen and that's going to change a lot of things. As Sector 2, Rafael Ferrari has had a bit of an incident for the wall. UK wall catches up, but it's had to slow down. Bogdanasarov has got a 5-second penalty and he's hit the wall there, as he's at risk of losing his place with Lamfong. Lamfong going down the inside at the first corner up there, and he is through into the 12th position in the Grand Prix. There's now 4 more laps to go as Ravo trying to get ahead of more drivers up into 8th. It's a single overtake, a double overtake. Never mind that, it's a triple overtake for Ravo. Despite having damage, that's absolutely incredible. Although Campbell now has a 5-second time penalty for causing collision, or track limits, I can't remember what it said. 15-second penalty now for him overall. And in the final 4 laps, Ultra is closer than ever to Dave Serracera. Oh no, he's going for the inside. This can only end wrong, and it does! The 2 make contact. Dave Serracera's got the best of it. Ultra was at the worst of it. And Demertau's coming around that corner. Oh no. And oh, there's contact! And out of the race goes the Ferrari. And if Sergio needed a miracle to win this championship, well, there's the miracle. All he's got to do now is try and hold on to the end. It's going to be difficult. He's got damage on that car. Virtual safety car is out. His championship rival is out. This is also going to be a nice breath of fresh air for the McLarens, who will also be happy about this news. But will Sergio want to come in the pits? He's got damage to the car, and if the tyre's just wearing out more and more, it's going to be worth it coming in the pits. You may as well do it. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's best to come in the pits. Now the virtual safety car comes out. As I can see these out of the race there, you can see his car parked up. If that's not a reason for Sergio to not come in the pit, if that's not a reason for Sergio to come in the pits, then I don't know what is. Well, the clouds are getting darker. If rain comes in the final laps, then hey, we could be in for a special treat. And Sergio does come in. He's playing the safe strategy, trying to gain as many points as possible without any risk of really losing anything. Medium tyres on for him. Probably the best bet considering how softs are pretty unreliable. Verdao coming into the pits, he's peeling in. Livery, is he going to stay out? No, he's coming in as well. Olsen is the one staying out here. And Dave Sarkera has he's left the pits, he's on the pit exit line. Through goes Olsen into the lead this race. However, things could easily go wrong for him. His tyres are wearing out, and he's had a bad turn 1 and 2, which is going to allow Sarkera to catch up. 5-second penalty for a carring for track limits. Now he's got to be very much careful. It's clear he's pushing that Sauber a lot, trying to get at some points. Lanfong, winner of this race last season, comes into the pits. But we'll have to focus on this here, as into the wall goes Jensen Olsen. Sergio trying his best to get ahead, but he can't do it. He needs to get ahead right now though, otherwise he is at massive risk here of being slowed down a lot. That could allow me just to catch up even though he has got damage. It is still possible to catch up unless Sergio can move up ahead. But here we go, down the straight on the inside line towards the Ascari chicane. The Ford moves ahead of the McLaren and is now leading this Grand Prix. O'Campbell's got a 5-second penalty and he's hit the wall. That's the end of the penalty added to his race. He's already out served 15 seconds. That's another 5 he's just got added on to his total race time. Oh, that's going to be awful for him there. Sector 2. Oh, spinning round in a very interesting 260 in Thierry Headley. I don't know if he's going to still be in this race or not. He managed to get out of the previous situation, got out of this one as well. So well done to the Aston Martin for managing to do that. Yes, we're flying now. 4 seconds in the lead of Jensen Olsen, who has not got any pace on that damaged car with hard tyres that are worn. Yeah, the clouds are getting darker. Could we see some late race rain possibly come in? Well, we'll have to see what happens. I don't decide the weather at the end of the day. Dave Sarkera fine for that corner. He's just got to get through there one more time. And then he can come home to win this race. And if he does so, that'll be a massive 25-point gain in the World Championship for him. UK Ball currently running in 5th position, but out of the race there goes Rainbow. The Italian is out, and that's going to be home disappointment for him. And the crowd will not be happy at all about that as they see their driver out on the penultimate lap. It's bringing 2014 flashbacks when Ferrari had a disaster in the penultimate lap at this very track with their best driver in that race crashing out. Virtual safety car coming to an end, and it's just Parabolica plus one more lap for David Sarkera. And oh, spinning around again, Ocampo, he's had a disaster of a race. And with rumours about his contract at Red Bull being at stake, a race like this is not helping his situation, as that Red Bull is completely struggling, and out of the race goes Ocampo. And David Sarkera is going to have a moment to relax now. He's not going to be at that turn 4 and 5 at full speed, which means if everything goes right, he should win this race. He definitely should be the winner of this Grand Prix. Virtual safety car coming to an end now. And UK Ball in the fight for a podium. However, I doubt that's going to happen because Blade Sonic on what appears to be better tyres, even though they're all just really worn. Oh! David Sarkera is going to 5-second penalty for track limits. And he's hit the wall, but he's fine. He's got a 20-second lead already. So many drivers scrapping it out for the positions in this late part of the race. And there's been an incident further back towards turn 1 and 2. Bogdasarin involved. Jeez, when is he not going to get involved in incidents like livery? Hang on a minute. The Opel currently on for a podium at the moment. David Zaragara's got a track limits warning, but as it stands, livery would finish in P2 for Opel. And out the race side goes Ferrari. Oh, the Ford having a bad incident. 12.45, I don't know what the severity of the crash was. But nonetheless, go around the final corner. This is a big race for David Zaragara. It's a first win this season for him. It's a first win for Ford. And he's put it right back into the championship hunt. He wins the Italian Grand Prix on his birthday, no less, as well. As Jens Olsen is going to come round this Alberto Oscar chicane, he's going to try and hold on to the podium, but it's going to be 99% impossible, pretty much, with all the cars without penalties behind. UK all trying to go for a move here to get ahead of McLaren. He does so, he gets up in the second. That's obviously not going to stay by the end of the race. DeVerdetto is there. He's going to go for second place as well. Into Parabolica. Through into second place. And Headley's had a bit of an incident in turn 4 and 5. But that's not going to matter. As so many of the drivers coming across the line. All within tenths of each other. From top to bottom there. Wow. As the Carousel and Lamfong come across the line 10th and 11th. But they're going to swap around at the end. A.G.E in 12th and finally Thierry Headley. But I can see out of the race Ferrari, Ocampo, Revo, Ultimo, Spiker, Eduardo, Vanho, and Palomino and Hart. But yeah, David Zaragara have one of the largest winning margins in this league of 32.399 seconds when you add the penalty on. Jeez, that is massive, that. But yeah, around the final corner, Thierry Headley for Aston Martin will finish P13. Everyone who finishes gets points. Love to see it. So there we go, confirmations. Opel get the first ever podium in Formula 1. Livery, 3rd place. Incredible drive for the American driver. David Zaragara gets his first win of the season and picks up Ford's first ever win. What a second half of the season we are getting so far. It's been absolutely amazing. David Zaragara puts in a solid performance, getting 2nd place. After having doubts about his performances, well, he's just proved himself wrong, I bet, because that is an incredible way to get a podium. Beating out your teammate as well on track, even though you didn't really have to beat them. Livery 3rd place, that was an absolute shock of a performance. Like, who expected that? Pretty much no one. Before that done, let's listen to the Brazilian national anthem. Okay, we would have today's version of DeVerdetto livery. As we already mentioned, they played our Sonic Versio, UK Roll, Olsen, Mogsarov, Lamfong, Silla, Iago, Sato, Headley, Ferrari, Ocampo, Revo, Ultra, CP, Eduardo, Van Horn, Palomino, and Hart, with of course Ferrari all the way down to Hart, all retiring. But that's it for the Italian Grand Prix, one of the most chaotic races on the calendar. Can't wait to see you next time when the F1 Classic Series returns.